Already?
Already.
You've got a lot of big birthdays this year, don't you?
Yeah, I'm 30, my mum's 60, and then Luke's dad's 30. Not 30, Luke's
Wow.
dad.
Wow.
Interesting family. His dad's 60 then, and Luke's 30.
Wow.
4 big birthdays this year.
There is.
I'm still coming to terms with turning 30, so we'll talk about that
Oh,
later.
stop it. Honestly, you're a whippersnapper. Right, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. Second one of the afternoon. Why do I always think afternoon starts at 1 o'clock?
Same, maybe it does. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Right, so welcome to live shopping. We've got a cracking deal show for you with some amazing prices on here. Can I just say that? If you're into your clay, stamps, dies, we've got pens for writing with, we've got hook and loop, we've got all sorts of different stuff. We've even got something that's really good for your skin.
Oh, it is. I love that tool.
I do too. I have one of them.
There's your nighttime routine with your miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous water. In my salad water, miscellaneous. Oh dear. Right, so you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either Facebook or Instagram with us, it's super easy. We're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video. You'll then get a message from us that'll land in your inbox that says thank you very much for your order, and within that message there is a link. You're going to click that link and that will take you to checkout on highlightcrafts.com. Please remember to log into your account. That's how you get your extra club discount, your loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35 free shipping, which is super exciting. If you're going to shop with us on our website, highlightcrafts.com, you can literally just click and add the items that you wish to your basket. They will appear in a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen, and when you're ready to check out, click on that and that will take you through that process. Now, it's really important now that you start to check out those baskets because we're adding in repeats. So people can go back at lunchtime, they can come back in the evening, they can watch throughout the night. And if something is still sat in your basket, if you haven't paid for it and checked out, it still shows as available on our system. So anybody at any point can come in and take that out of your basket, pay for it, and it's then theirs. So make sure that you're checking those out. Also, if you want to build a basket throughout the day, you can do that by going on to highlightcrafts.com. On the home page, there is a little banner that says shop today's deals, and you'll be able to shop all the deals in all the shows today in one go and build that basket and make sure that you're getting that free shipping, which is exciting. Right, team-wise today, we've got our Amber on production. Hello. We've got Amanda on cameras. Hello. We've got this one here, demonstrator, well, talking, just doing it as a team, aren't we?
I'll just be here for support and just general chit-chat.
Just support. Just because I can. We've got our David, of course. Right, my lovely.
And we've got Mel.
And we've got me.
I've got to introduce Mel.
Primo clay.
This is a brilliant deal. This clay is fabulous.
Right.
When we first introduced this to our product range here at Highlight Crafts, and we looked at a few different clays.
Okay.
Of ones that, of course, you would have to invest in with additional items, whether you're going to need, other tools, utensils. This you can use with everyday items in and around your home. Myself and my partner, we got a block of this. We made trivets, we made little plates, decorative embellishments, baubles, all that sort of stuff. You're getting inside here, though, your terracotta black and, of course, that white colour, which means you can make your terracotta elements for the garden, aquastone them, varnish them as well.
Nice.
You can mix your paints with the white one and pigment it, or your sprays. You can do loads of little giftables with this. So roll it out, use your cookie cutters with this.
Brilliant.
Roll your stencils into it, put your embossing folders onto the top of it, create an impression. I've been making casts with this as well, rolling it out, making a pooled area, filling it with resin casts, making a mould, then using the clay afterwards.
Brilliant.
There's so much you can explore with this stuff. This is a cracking deal though, because each and every one of these weighs 1,000 grams. You're getting 3 kilos.
Wow, that's a lot of clay.
Yes, it is a hefty amount of clay.
Right. Do I need to do anything with it to dry it?
No, leave it as it is. Let it air dry naturally. It can take about 24 hours for them to fully dry, depending on the thickness. If you've got a thickness that's probably a centimetre, 24 hours. Anything deeper than that, of course, it's going to take longer.
Yeah.
If you've got anything that's deeper than a centimetre, make sure to pinprick it, otherwise it will crack when it dries. You need to let that moisture be able to get away from there, because what will happen is the outer shell will dry first, the clay inside will stay wetter, and of course that outer centre will not shrink anymore, but inside will want to still move and it will crack. So just makes put some piercing holes in there.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
There you are. Right, what's our code then? UK
Okay.
only on this one because of the weight.
Absolutely. This is shop clay, of course, for your pack of 3 Primo clay packages. $14.99, Mel.
For all 3?
For all 3 of those. Okay. Now, I have purchased
Wow.
this before we had it here at Highlight Crafts, because Primo is a well-known brand. I purchased it individually, £10 for one of the blocks, which I actually thought was a good price.
Yeah,
I thought £10 for that.
absolutely.
I can use it, of course, with my niece, my nephew, as a family craft, something in the home that's not messy. There's not a great deal of cleanup. Get yourself a wooden chopping board or a lap tray on a dining table, get working with it. Super easy cleanup. Once you've opened it, put some cello wrap around it to keep it airtight, because of course it's air drying.
That would look really nice in the bottom of those soap moulds with the detail in,
It
but
would.
just that thick.
Oh, you use it in your moulds.
Because then you can use it on the front of a card.
Or a little coaster or something.
Little coasters, yeah. I love that. I think that's a cracking deal. Quite easy to manipulate as well by the feel of it through the bucket.
Yeah, with it, of course, with clay, you can add a little spritz of water on there if you want to make it softer. You could create a slip with it as well, where you take a small portion off, mix it with water, and then you can stick pieces together, so you make like a fluid paste, like a slurry from your clay. So you can do that as well. But honestly, it's so fun to work with. It dries quick and easy. We introduced this one because it takes on cadence brilliantly. So if you're going to paint it and varnish it, it looks like it's been in a kiln, but it's been sat on your kitchen side drying.
And these will go in the Disney moulds, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah,
They'd be
would
fabulous in the Disney moulds if you got those. What a cracking price, $14.99. It's half price.
Yeah.
So that makes more sense now. You've got £14.98 saving. You're getting your black, your white, and your terracotta.
You are indeed.
Love that. Absolutely brilliant. Right, next we've got our nested mittens from
Look at
Quaker
all
Bird.
these. Look at all these inside here. There's
I
loads.
know, aren't they cute? They're super cute, these. These were with one of the Christmas downloads that we did. And they make a really nice aperture, but they also make a really nice card shape.
Yes.
After you did that Micro Studio last week, I was thinking about it all weekend. Different unusual apertures, and then building your scene inside your card. Or you take a piece of card and you put a spine in it, and then you fold it in like a 3-way, and then build your scene. So you've got some depth and dimension in there. But these are great. They do make fabulous cards. If you want something a little bit different for your winter wishes,
14.
you're going to get 14 dies in here, all of those different sizes, from the teeny tiny ones to the great big ones that could be your card shape. $9.99. You've got a £10 saving on that.
£10 saving, you're saving more than you're
They're
spending.
lovely, these. I'll tell you what as well, the smaller ones make really nice backgrounds.
Do you know what I want to use with this? An oven glove.
Yeah.
Make a little
brilliant.
oven glove, like
Yeah.
a little baking mitten. How cute would
Yeah,
that be? If you know a star
fabulous.
baker in your family,
Yeah,
or of course
perfect.
anything for that matter, they would work really well. Even of course as a little winter or a Christmas mitten.
Yeah,
Cut it
nice.
out of some tartan fabric.
Love it.
Do your appliques with it. That'd
Cool,
be
isn't
nice.
it?
Yeah, I like that
It is
one.
really cool and great deal as well.
Yeah.
Right, now then, we've got some self-adhesive vinyl. You usually find these
Ooh.
on our Scan and Cut shows.
This is nice.
You're getting 30 sheets, and you will get an assortment of colours. So you might get this set, you might get a different set, but what I have been promised is that some of them will be speciality. Look at that. See how Amanda look?
Oh my word, Mel, that is gorgeous. This is vinyl.
This is vinyl. Now, vinyl, you can also cut with your dies. Look at that, mirror card, mirror
Oh
vinyl.
my goodness. Oh, I'm thinking personalising drinks
Well,
bottles and everything with this.
I've just looked at these colours here and gone, steampunk for tomorrow.
Yes, with your dyes. Would you work with your Scan and Cut?
Stencils. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Use your vinyl starter kit, put your settings on the half cut, but you're going to get 30 12 by 12 sheets here. Now, if you've watched any of my Scan and Cut shows, you've seen me go into Canvas Workspace, pick up the pieces that I want and multi-lay the colours, all sorts of different things, but you're going to get 30 12 by 12 sheets, normally $29.99, which is a good price, $24.99 today.
That's ridiculous. And do you know what, for
I
a
know,
fact,
right?
I was in a DIY store over the weekend because I was doing quite a bit of DIY, and I didn't realise that they sold vinyl. I thought, oh, we'll have a little browse, I'll have a gander. They had them in, well, they were slightly smaller than 12 by 12 actually, so they weren't designed necessarily for crafters to be able to use on the Scan and Cuts and stuff. Wow. But it was just over £10, I think it was, and there was 5 inside there, 5 sheets of just black vinyl. And I thought, okay, someone would probably come along that I think, oh, good deal. But when you see that,
Yes,
for
30
all of
sheets.
those 30 sheets.
And what's lovely about that vinyl, I mean, obviously you can use it with your dies. Really nice for your sentiment seeds as well, with your sentiment dies. Use your metal shim because then you're creating metal on metal with that cut. Isn't that fabulous?
That's a nice colour.
It's
I love
lovely,
as
isn't
well that you've got those, you know, those luxury tones, and then you've also got these fashion colours as well. The really bright, vivid tones. They're going to be great, and they're so glossy too.
Yeah, they are fabulous. So you'll get a mixture of different finishes in there. That is shop sale $24.99. That's going to last you a long,
don't miss out
long
on that.
time. Right, next, Under the Broken Arch.
Oh, the pergola.
The pergola. This is a fabulous die from Two Red Robins from First Prize collection, where all the Land Rovers were parked underneath them. The artwork is still available. You're getting 3 different sizes, each of them with that matte and layer die as well. Under the Broken Arch, the artwork is still available for you as well, but you can really dress this up. It's proper shabby, isn't it? This?
It is. Do you know what? This is one of my favourite dies. Anything that's structural, anything that's garden, any structural elements from Two Red Robins would be my favourite, whether it's been the wonderful archways with all of the roses rambling around them, whether it's going to be the doorway, the fronts, that sort of thing, or the obelisks that we've done with all of the plants growing up. This is exquisite. Imagine just wrapping any floral, your wisterias, all of your cherry blossoms around that with little lights hanging down. It's amazing.
It would also make a really nice stable for Christmas. For your
It
nativities.
wouldn't it? I think it's fabulous. It's such a staple in any collection.
Absolutely. Right, how much is this one then?
This one it is.
What?
No, that can't be right.
It is, I think.
This is Shop Arch, everybody. You've got a £12.20 saving, but guess what? You're only spending £5.79.
£5.79.
That's ridiculous.
For 6 dies, and
That's
then
an excellent
you
deal.
still get your club discount.
That's going to be that item that you pop into your basket to get free postage.
It is, absolutely.
That's
That's
the
going
one
to
to
be brilliant. And definitely for Christmas, put your little fairy lights on it, have your little robins on it with your scenes. It's going to look amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
Right, next one. One of my favourite products that we bring you are these Consortium handwriting pens, because they just
that's fine.
glide. Yeah, they're fabulous. And this deal is ridiculous. So you're going to get 20 pens. You're going to get 10 black, 10 blue. They're acid and lignin free, so they'll be perfect for your journaling in your scrapbooks. You can write on the back of your photographs with these. Don't ever write on the back of them with a pencil, because the pencil breaks the emulsion on the back of it, and you'll start to see the writing through the actual picture. Whereas with a tip like this, and they're not a fibre tip, so they're not going to push in. These will also work really, really well in your universal pen holder with your Scan and Cut.
So
they'll go in there. Now then, are you ready for this? You're going to get 10 blue, 10 black.
Okay.
$6.99.
For 20?
For 20.
20 pens?
For 20 pens.
Right, 4 of those, supermarket, $5.99.
Right? Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
20 pens for $6.99. That's incredible. That, for me, is the deal of the show.
That is the
Because
deal
we
of
can
the
never have
century.
enough. If you like doing your Zentangle, your Zantangle, your doodling, your moodling, all of that kind of thing, these are going to be fabulous. And I love the fact, I mean, I like a fibre tip pen, but sometimes when you're using it with your Scan and Cut, because it does that, it can push the fibre nib back in.
Of course.
This one doesn't. This just creates a capillary action that just draws that ink up, but you can get super fine. If you're doing your faux stitching, these are perfect.
It's like a mesh, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fine. And you're getting 10 of the black, 10 of the blue, shop pen, $6.99.
That is an absolute deal. As well, when you think about these, you could, with that price, afford to have a couple that's going to be in that console table as you walk through the front door. For when you're on the phone, you need a bit of pen, a bit of paper and a bit of pen. And one on your bedside table, one in the kitchen drawer. Have them dotted around your home. I am forever, Luke, have we got a pen? I don't know. So honestly, definitely well worth having around your home.
Absolutely.
That was
Annette
an
Gilmet
impression.
says, I've just used the Pro Cut that I received on Friday. Oh, wow. It is so light to use and cuts perfectly. I'm so happy I bought it. Thank you, Highlight. You're very, very welcome. I know, right? What a deal you got last week on that.
That was a cracking deal. I don't know if or when
No,
we'll ever see
I
that
don't
again,
think we'll be
but
doing that again.
you all managed to got in with the opportunity to get it. It was
Absolutely.
fab. As well, with the show this afternoon, should we get everybody to say maybe some interesting, what we're going to ask them? What did you say about songs?
Yeah, favourite song. What was your first album or first record that you first bought?
First
or
ever
CD?
record that you bought. Yes.
No, I'm hoping that this doesn't run out on me.
Also, I'm really interested because we all have our own different outlets. What got you into craft? what got you into craft, or how did you get into craft with us? How did you find us?
Yeah.
What's your journey with crafting? We'd love to hear all
Yeah.
of them, okay? And I think everybody else would as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So share your experiences.
Yes.
Right, next, Moodling. Our Lulu. Now, this set is fantastic. If you do love your art journaling and you just want a title, maybe it's you're going to do it on the front of a card, maybe, or maybe you're going to use them with your projects, like your mixed media projects.
Yes.
These are fabulous. Oh, they're from
They'd
our
be
lovely
great.
Lulu with us.
Those backgrounds are just made with those inky sprays.
Yes,
These would be
perfect
perfect for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's just two lovely quotes. Love, which we need to spread, and inspire. And then you've got this lovely doodled element that comes around here. And I love moodling. It's my place to just switch my head off.
Yes.
I always have something like this at the side of the bed. So about an hour before I go to bed, instead of screen time, which isn't good for you before you go to bed, this is going to be fabulous. But you can make as much or a little of it as you want. I know when I did this with Lou, we did lots of dangles that came off. We did chains that linked together. Just a really lovely one. Also, this will look really cool. Pushed into your either your wax or your ultra thick embossing enamel or your clay.
Push them into this,
Perfect.
peel it out and pour resin cast in.
Perfect.
Then you're making your own embellishments from resin.
Think about that. Shop Moodling, £7.49. Right, shop Bloom next. This is another good one.
This one's great. Look
I
at the big
love this.
sunflowers on there.
This is a starting point.
Yes,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So what Lou's done is given you that outline art. She's added a little bit of the doodling in here, a little bit of pointillism you can see going on there. She's filled in a couple of the corners, but now you can colour it and add your extra little doodles inside there as well, which is fabulous. Shop Bloom is going to get you that one for £3.79. Is that right, Amber?
Stop it.
£3.79. That is phenomenal.
£3.79.
And they're polymer. So the difference between polymer and acrylic is that polymer has been exposed to high light. So when you put the ink onto top of that stamp, it draws it into the polymer, and then when you press down, it releases that ink. With acrylic, it will sit on the surface. That's why sometimes you get beading with your ink. Now, if it's an ink like a distress ink or an oxide, it's meant to do that. It's meant to give you that distressed finish with that ink. But you want a really good high quality polymer, which means that you can do all those other things, like stamping into your ultra thick embossing enamel, because it won't damage the polymer itself. So Shop Bloom will get you that one for £3.79. I think that's lovely. I love that.
Absolutely, indeed. It is a fabulous stamp. It's great to get you going, especially as well if you just want that creative outlet and you want to go someplace
Just
else
do something.
and have fun, a bit of escapism. It's a really small scale A6 stamp as well. You can take it away with you, add it to your stamping archive. Just do some journal pages, background covers. We had some great shows with the pressed flowers. Imagine this in the backgrounds with your flowers just on top.
They're beautiful, aren't they? So while we've got them, grab them. Shop Bloom, £3.79. Right, Hermes next.
Ooh.
Not the van drivers.
Oh, okay. There we go.
These. Now
These
then,
are
David, what are these?
brilliant.
These with your diamond paste
Oh,
on.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Now, you're going to get 4 inside here. Now, these ones, of course, will mirror up to one another, so you can create... Hey, look at that. I've got a lovely big moustache.
You have?
Hello.
Oh, yes. Susa.
These are silicone, okay? These are your silicone mouldings. Now, they're not a mould for you to pour stuff into. You're getting what is the end result of this, which is brilliant because these will actually mould around, you know, curved surfaces, so furniture. You can cut into them if you want to. You can use them with your gilding waxes, use them with your glazes, use them with, of course, all of your antiquing. So whether you're going to go in there with your metal leaf, great results can be achieved with those. Now you get 4 of these in total. The price is ridiculous. It's £9.99 for 4 of these all together in one bundle. And again, if you want to create some decorative furniture in your home, or just add them to a hurricane vase or on a plant pot, something like that, this is the way to go. I would recommend using like an all stick from Pinflair or your glue gel to attach them to the surface. You can use a hot glue gun, but I find that you're going to get a better result, especially on a rounded surface with maybe a solvent-based adhesive.
Brilliant. Amanda McLean says, Eternal Flame by the Bandles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got that.
Very nice.
Please, Please Me, The Beatles, says Annette.
Great.
Christine Schwartz says, my first single was Sunday Girl by Blondie, so was mine.
Oh, I love Blondie.
Hi to all. Ticket to Ride, says Sandra. I cross-stitched since I was a tot, tried stamping and failed as a teenager, but about 7 years ago, watching CNC, then continued to purchase. Well done, Amanda. Sharon Taylor says, tie a yellow ribbon
Is that a song?
round the old oak tree.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Oh, you'll know it if you hear
I
it.
will know it if I hear it.
Mrs H999 says, lockdown got me into crafting. Never done it before that. I used to do the display boards in school, so I've always been crafty. Wow, look at you. See,
Fabulous.
something good came out of
Thank
it,
you for
right?
sharing that with us.
Wendy Corbett says, first record I bought 2 singles at the same time. Church of the Poison Mind by Culture Club and Good Heart by Fergal Sharkey. Wow, first record I owned was the Wombles.
The Wombles.
I love that.
That's brilliant.
Oh,
that's great.
Brilliant. Aileen says, all right now by Free. Graham B says, been with you since the start of Create and Craft Days, from the start date of Tattered Lace.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Amazing.
Pat says, my sister got me started buying craft products from the TV. We buy the same products sometimes, and most times our makes are different. Absolutely. Wow, there's a big one here. Diane Street. I really don't know what got me into craft. I've always crafted in so many different mediums: ceramics, leatherwork, fine painting, cross-stitch, carpet making, knitting. Maybe my grandmother got me started with knitting/crochet, jewellery, plaster, paper making, and most recently, of course, paper crafts, wax seals, silicone, paint pour, etc., etc.
Oh my goodness.
Etc. It sounds like us. Stephanie Best says, the first single, Chairman of the Board, Give Me Just a Little More Time album, was the Motown Story.
Wow.
Leslie Ellen says, Twist Again. My mum made me a little green dress, which I called my twisting dress. I was about 5 years old at the time and lived in Cyprus. How lovely is that? I Hear You Knocking by Dave Edmunds was my first record. Bye Bye Baby, Bay City Rollers, got that one. I got into crafting after I had a stroke 2 years ago and love my hobbies now. Well done, Amanda.
Absolutely.
That's fabulous. See,
What
out
was
of something
yours?
bad.
What was your
Sunday
first
Girl.
song? Sunday Girl.
Yeah, Blondie.
Mine was, and everyone, I can remember it so well because everyone laughed at me because I got one of those little iPod things that I don't think that makes them anymore, like the proper one of the old school ones. And obviously it's not a song that came out at the time, but I put Waterloo by ABBA on it.
Yeah.
And I loved listening. My grandma always used to play ABBA, and I loved it so much. And when I finally got my iPod, the first thing I put on it was ABBA. And I was on the bus on the way to school, and I had not plugged my earphones into it, and it would play. You could hardly hear it. And everyone was like, "Why are you listening to ABBA?" And I was like, "Because I really like it."
Absolutely.
And everyone was listening to like Rihanna or whatever,
Well,
and I was
that's
just
all
sat there
right.
listening to Waterloo.
Listen. You got to be different, haven't you?
But that's me. I'm
That's
a bit
what we're
70s.
like. Absolutely. Right, shop tote next.
Tote. Okay, so this is your Craftmaster tote bag. Super strong, super durable. Now, this is going to be great for storing anything that your craft is, whether it is, like Dan said, whether you're doing acrylic pouring, whether it's going to be
Yep.
painting, whether you're going to be storing your clay blocks inside here, all of your pens, your cutters, your instruments, all of your tools, your finer detailed pieces of
Yeah,
apparatus.
absolutely. This would be great for your clay, for your diamond
Oh, yeah, it
paste,
would.
all that kind of thing. I love the fact that you've got these pockets in here that come underneath the elastic, because things like
Yeah.
paintbrushes, your rulers, things like that, your pens, all of that lot are just going to sit inside there.
The elastic
So you-
ones are my favourite. Rulers.
I do
all
too,
that.
yeah. Rulers, because they drive me crazy,
Me
because they always
too.
catch you. You've got that reinforced canvas on the handles, so the way you're going to hold it is reinforced for you. You've got a nice deep space inside there. You've got the same pockets on the other side, so it's split into two, and then you've got these smaller ones. They're also lined with, I would say, a waterproof
It's like a vinyl, isn't it?
vinyl. Yeah, absolutely. And then on the sides, you've got your pockets on there as well for your glues, etc., or whatever you choose to put in it. It's a really good quality bag. It's really well made. Sometimes you can get totes and they're a bit flimsy, aren't they? And you're like, what's the
They
point of
collapse
that?
on themselves.
Yeah, Shop Tote is going to get you that with a £10 saving for $14.99.
$14.99 for this? Wow.
I know.
That is brilliant. And I love as well that it literally folds super flat.
I do too.
So that's kind of how it's going to be sent to you. But even though it folds flat, that base is super rigid. It also is wide enough to store your die cutting plates in.
Yes, it is.
Store all your shims, so they're not constantly sliding over and causing a bit of mess. I bet as well your 5-in-1 trimmer fits in there.
I bet it does.
Standing
there's one
upright in
right
there.
Behind you. It's behind you.
It's behind you. So I'm going to pop this in here. Oh, the little scoring tools are just there. So that.
Look at that. Boom.
That'll be in there. Put all your cards, your scissors, everything either side of it.
Love that.
This way, the weekend was fabulous with this. Stephanie showed 1,000,001 techniques
Of course she did.
that you can do with this. Stuff I didn't even know existed. Honestly, it was incredible. The perforator on this, I wanted it just for that.
I know it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bonkers. It is fun. You can still get it as well, by the way.
Has it been added to the show, Amber? What's the code, please?
Sharp trim, I think.
Yeah, trim.
Shop trim.
$39.99.
$39.99.
Oh, it's bonkers
Oh, you
price.
can show us that after.
Oh, it's so good.
Right. Okay. Next, hook and loop.
Hook and loop.
Velcro.
Yeah,
Brand name, isn't it?
basically.
It is basically the same. Now you're going to get 3 boxes of this. They're 48 millimeters wide by 1 millimeter long. $8.99. You've got a $2.98 saving on this. I love a bit of hook and loop,
Oh, it's fab.
isn't it?
But
Just
all your
solves
garments,
problems.
you could take, you could replace it so you're not tying a knot on things like your apron.
Yeah.
You just put a little bit of that on the back and it tears easily. All of your pouches, all of your bags, all of your wallets, all that stuff you can use it for. We use it for, my mum always used to put pieces and she'd sew it onto either end of a towel, so when you roll it up it would
Oh, that's a
together.
good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
My beach towels would always stay nice together and always rolled up so they weren't constantly
Falling out and dragging along the sand.
organised.
So you get out of the sea and dry yourself with a
Yeah.
sandy towel. Oh, that's why I can't do
That's
beach.
sandpaper.
Yeah, I'm not good at beaches.
Yeah, it just goes wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Sand
does.
in drinks, sand on lollies,
Yep.
sand everywhere, sand in your pants lot. It's
Yeah,
just
no, I
like,
can't
no.
do that. And that gritty, it's too stand on edge.
Yeah.
Shop hook. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
$8.99 is going to get you all 3 meters of that. Shop dark next.
We feel very
is
strongly against that.
Your lemon lane. Yeah. Well, I know why, because first time when I was little, and I don't remember this obviously, but my mum and dad took me to Cleveland, sat me on the beach, and the first thing I did was that.
Really?
Yeah, so I can't stand sand.
I did the same thing.
Egg mayonnaise sandwich. You get a little bit of shell in there, and I'm like,
It's that grit.
oh,
Yeah, that texture shouldn't be in there.
I can't deal with it.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Right?
know
It
exactly.
literally makes my teeth stand on end.
We were in Mallorca as kids and we'd made friends on the beach and we played really dark on the beach, but everyone could see us, we were fine. And I must have been about 4 or 5. I can remember it though. I was running and I fell face forward and my mouth filled with sand. And Mum took me to the toilets in this bar trying to get it out, but just for days I could still.
Oh,
it was the
no, I can't.
It
I
was-
can't deal with
I was
it.
like, this is the worst.
Give me a pool, I'm good. Don't give me a beach.
Yeah.
Right, Shop Dark is going to get you this, a metre of our dark chocolate faux leather. I'll tell you what, the pasted and spritzers would look lovely on the back of that.
Wouldn't
one,
they?
On the
Through a
top of that.
stencil.
Imagine that. Make your own
Die
cushion
cuts.
covers. Yes.
I mean, and your vinyl.
And it cuts on the scan and cut.
Brilliant.
So there you go. Shop Dark is going to get, it's half price that.
That's a lovely colour.
$8.99 it is. It's like a really, if you imagine the Cadbury's dark milk,
Yes.
that's what it's like, isn't
This
it?
is, I mean, you can see there how it moves, how it pleats, how it gathers. So if you are going to do garments with this, absolutely you can do. This is brilliant for things like cushion covers and tote bags, though it's durable, but also wipeable. So if you're going to make cushion covers, seat pads, all that sort of stuff, it wears well, but it's great, of course, for your outdoor settings as well as indoor, and it's super strong.
It's nice just to go over a garden table.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a tablecloth.
Tablecloth.
Doesn't have to be
You don't need
anything
to do
else,
anything
just
with
a
it.
tablecloth, and it's got that fabric back into it, so it'll help protect the table a little bit as well.
Oh, it will.
Yeah,
That's
I think
great.
it's great just to cover over a table.
Perfect.
Right, let's have a look. Mrs. H999, Ken Dodd and the Diddy Men.
Diddy
My
Men.
dad bought it for me from the corner shop. I was very young. Diane Street says definitely ABBA. Graham B, my first single was Puppy Love by Donny Osmond.
Oh, wow.
Right. Annette Gilbert, our local college has had classes making cards using a computer. Then a craft shop opened up in our town centre, and the rest, as they say, is history. I know, Annette, right?
Wow.
Jackie, Puppy Love by Donny Osmond. Stephanie Best, my favourite ever song is Barbara Mills, Queen of Fools. Very apt, lol, rude.
So rude. We'll take it.
No, I'll take it. I don't mind that.
Okay.
Leslie Ellen, ABBA songs have lasted the test of time, though. So many people love and know their songs, including me. Absolutely. Lonnie
Absolutely.
Donegan, pick a bale of cotton, says Snowy.
Oh.
There you go. Stephanie Best says, I've danced around my handbag to many an ABBA song, lol. Yeah,
Oh, me
dancing
too.
around your handbag, that was it, wasn't it, on a Friday night? Everybody's handbags went in the middle of the dance floor and used to dance around your handbag. Nothing wrong with a bit of ABBA, says Christine Short.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
quite right. My first single was The Beatles' She Loves You. My favourite song is The Rising Sun by The Animals. Excellent. Love that. All of you got into crafting, having lost my sight to prove I can do things. Good for you, Lisa. Whatever life
Fabulous.
throws at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Right, next, David. Now
Some
then, where are
dyes.
we?
Okay, this is glorious. We've got some Stuart Robbins
Floral
dyes on here.
Gathering.
I mean, this floral gathering, you're getting loads inside this set as well. You're actually getting, though... No, stop it. It can't be. Really? You say it, and then I'll say
Tell me
it.
the price, Amber. Floral.
Shop floral. £4.98 is going to get you a floral gathering from Two Red
Wow.
Robins. This, everybody, this is going to go, okay? Because that price is bonkers. All of those different florals from your hollyhocks inside there. You've got look at the dandelions as
I
well with
know.
the fuzz. It's all a Swift
With
though.
the fuzz.
With the
Sugar
fuzz.
stealers.
Sugar stealers.
That's what I used to call them. Sugar
Really?
stealers, yeah.
I call them the fuzz.
The fuzz.
It's the fuzz.
I love that. I mean, that's just incredible. Look at the many you've got.
I mean, the detail in
1, 2,
there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 die cuts in that. Absolutely fabulous. This is one of the first ones we ever brought out as a gathering.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I
didn't know
love
that.
stuff like this because they're small enough to work on a card.
Yeah.
But also you can build them up and make them much, much bigger with all the different bits. And I was driving in this morning, so I set off from home, and as I pull off to come towards here, off the
Yeah.
M1, there's a big, like, reservation, I guess, at the side of the motorway, and you can see all these weeds just growing. There's thistles that have been dead for years, and there's
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. And it just reminds me of this, all those little tiny wildflowers that just grow
Isn't it
randomly
lovely?
wherever. It's amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Now that, for £4.98, less than the price of a posh coffee, that.
Honestly,
That's
oh,
gonna,
absolutely.
You're going to use that in every single project with your Two Red Robins. Also, it's Two Red Robins' birthday this month.
It is.
And we've got a beautiful collection coming out that will work with that. So while we've got it with a £10 saving, I know, £4.98, shop floral. Next one, this is small, shop small. I love this one. A small collection, because this is all those extra little elements. Your rusty lock, you've got them in 2 sizes. Your drippy tap,
Oh, your
you've
drippy
got them in
tap.
2 sizes. Your little oil burner, you've got that in there. You've got your spade and your fork in there as well. Just a great opportunity to get all those bits, you know, those bits that can just sit by the barn or sit by the
Oh, the pergola.
pergola. Yeah.
With this, I'd
all
get
of
my
those.
paper, ink spray a bit of yellow,
Yellow.
and die cut on top.
Absolutely.
And it'd be like a lovely amber glow.
A lamp. It's fabulous. This. I love the rusty lock as
Oh,
well.
yeah, it's
I love
great.
the lock.
It's a
you could use
fabulous
that on a
little-
card.
Oh, you could do,
Yeah, you
couldn't
could.
you?
Absolutely.
That'd be nice.
A
Didn't think of
small
that.
collection, this is called. So 1 die, but you're going to get all of those. And again, all the artwork is still available for you to download for free from highlightcrafts.com. Shop small, £5.49.
This is ridiculous, these prices.
Crazy value. Right, Scottish thistle next. Now you're getting this in 2 different sizes, plus your outside edge. Shop thistle, £3.99.
£3.99. What? This'll look lovely
So,
on a card.
dear me. So 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, £14.49, less 3.
Oh.
£14.46 will get you all 3. I'm not laughing because it's not funny.
It's not. I just said this'll look lovely on a card, and Amanda went, "This is good." What is it?
Thistle good.
This'll good.
Thistle's good.
Sorry, that just tickled me.
It's gone. Thistle good.
This'll good. Like Yoda.
Oh, message from the dog there is.
Wow. Can I just imagine the last 30 seconds?
That's not good. It's good, this is.
Carrying on, we are.
You got to do the voice.
I can't do the voice.
Carry on, we are.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Oh,
That's funny.
it's a friend of mine's ringtone. Just went, message from the dark side there. You have to do
the-
that. You have to do that bit because that's what he does, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Message from the dark side. There you go. You see,
Wow.
I know, crazy, but we love it.
People are writing your full stories here now.
Are they?
Ooh.
I don't know if my iPad's still got enough
look.
charge on
We've
it.
got a bit of
Oh,
juice
let's have a
left.
look. Right, let's have a look. Good grief, I am.
Oh, thank you everyone for
Yeah,
getting
thanks.
involved.
This is great. I love
Fabulous.
this interaction. Favourite song was Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. Good shout. That, like that.
Love it.
Super Trooper is my favourite ABBA song.
Love that one.
Leslie Ann says, always loved art and pastel painting, but saw the other shopping channel with Dawn Bibby. Yeah, I get that. And started card making. Found the original Create and Craft channel and got hooked on that. Steph and Nancy were my faves. Joined 2 Red Robins, but didn't do any more with papercraft for a while. But CNC folded twice. Yeah, we know that. And then I saw Highlight come up in my feed again. And the format of the shows were like a breath of fresh air.
Oh.
The very reason I used to watch Nancy and Steph inspired to restart crafting and been with you ever since. My crafting skills have expanded to other skills. Thanks to you all at Highlight Crafts. Never change the show format. It's so entertaining. Thank you. We couldn't do because we're all as bad as each
That's
other.
honestly so lovely of you to say. I can't tell you
Isn't
how
that
much that
lovely?
means to everybody here. Not even the ones that you don't get to see.
Oh, the whole team.
Everybody means just as much to all of us. So thank you.
Yeah,
for that.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was lovely. Always crafted as my mum and dad used to make pillowcase animals for cousins for presents. I used to draw and paint, but got into digital crafting when I broke my right wrist. Oh yeah, about that hurt.
Ouch.
And was an easy thing to create cards. Fabulous. Thistles are lovely until you sit on one doing a call of duty.
Ooh.
I'll let you guess who that's from.
Is it
Yeah.
Stephanie
It had
Best?
to be Stephanie Best, didn't
Absolute-
it?
Oh dear.
What on earth were you doing?
This alert.
No.
Oh, David! This'll hurt.
It would.
It-
It
yeah.
absolutely would.
Oh,
You just say
Stephanie
there's a little stream.
Best. I think I need to know. Well, I don't know whether I want to know more about that, but yeah. Well, there you go.
Yes, they're super spiky, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Christine Schwartz says, started crafting after a hip replacement 23 years ago. I was watching Dawn Bibby making cards. I decided to have a go with the kids. I was spellbound by heat embossing and used to use a toaster to heat it.
Wow.
I don't anymore. No, I bet you don't. My mum once tried a paint stripper. That didn't go down very well.
Oh.
I know. Wendy Corbett says, I've always crafted, started knitting from a very young age and then cross stitch. I think cross stitch got us, a lot of us in. I got into paper crafting after watching Nancy and collected tattered lace dies, which I still have. It just went on from there, and now I have my own craft shop and Etsy shop. Oh, look at you.
Wow.
That's fabulous.
Congratulations. Good for
Fran
you.
says, I'm not going to ask about the thistle. No, I don't think so.
No, I think-
And Stephanie
yeah.
Best says, I don't craft. I just collect it all. Lol.
Do you know what? That's probably one of the truest comments ever. That's something we can all
Right,
agree
well,
with.
it's a different hobby,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. We're collectors.
Right, let's have a look at this mermazing.
Oh, this is
This is
beautiful.
lovely, isn't it?
This is a collection that consists of only 3 sets, but it's probably one of the most comprehensive ones because you've got a seam builder, you've got your imagery and your embellishments all tied together. Now, this collection, it's just £24.99. It's at a great price. You're saving £20.98, but like I say, this allows you to create an entire scene with a story and then to embellish it at the same time.
It's
These
lovely, isn't
are
it?
staggering. Look at the
They are
colours,
beautiful,
though.
aren't they? I think
Wow.
these are fantastic. If you've got a little mermaid, somebody who loves
Yes,
the water
definitely.
in your family, or just a little princess that dreams of being...
She's beautiful, isn't she?
She is very... Her face is beautiful. He's
Yeah.
got it just right, hasn't he, Max? He did a really, really good job on those. Yeah, fantastic. Where am I? Tracy Stewart says, I really shouldn't craft while watching.
Oh.
I've just glued a name upside down on my card. I do stuff like that all
Keep
the
it
time.
that way then, it's got a story.
Yeah, absolutely. See if they notice.
Yeah,
See if they notice. That'll be a
notice.
good one, wouldn't it? Right, now then, SVG downloads next. Now, these are fabulous. So, Shop Love is going to get you this nested set of hearts with all these panels that you can put in or not. It's even got one that gives you the shine. Look at that, isn't
How
that
clever.
fab, with the shine in? And then you've got them in all those different sizes. And hearts are not easy to nest because you've got this wider element and then a curve that comes down. So what we've done is we've done them in 2s for you so that you've got plenty. Now, this is your SVG download. That means that not only you haven't just got them in these sizes, you've got them in hundreds of different sizes.
course.
And then all of these little pieces you can cut into your cardstock. It's brilliant. And you've got the little lock and the tags in here. So this is an SVG download. This is if you've got something like your scan and cut, that this is going to be perfect for. So Shop Love, £8.50 will get you that download.
Wow.
I mean, for a set of nesting shapes with all those lovely little cuttings. And these you could just use round the top if you
course
wanted
you
to.
could,
It could create a
absolutely.
border, top and bottom.
Yeah.
Love the little lock in there as well.
The little love locket is absolutely gorgeous. I like the
Gorgeous,
gift
isn't it?
tag as well, even with the thread around it.
Yep.
These look incredible on cards for all your mats and layers, but I do like the fact that you've got the options to drop in and drop out all of this. So you can cut it in, you can cut it out. You can then create little shadow boxes with them to let the light pass through.
Yep.
When we launched this as a die first time round, it sold out really quick.
Not
Okay,
surprised.
which then of course led us to the question of SVGs, which was then
Absolutely.
delivered to you. So you can do even more with them.
Brilliant. So Shop Love will get you that for £8.50. Now your waterfall, this is another SVG download. You're going to get this. So you're going to cut 2 of these, trim the tab off one of them and glue those together. Then you've got your waterfall mechanism in there. You've got your ovals in there as well. So it shows 4 sizes. You've got hundreds. You've got the little pull tab. You've got the mechanism that holds this and attaches it to there. And then you've got almost like this window shape. If I turn that round the other way, looks like a window. You could really make that very Christmassy if you wanted to as well. So if you want the SVG download for that, again, you're able to make them in hundreds of different sizes. Shop Waterfall, it's £10. You've got a £5 saving on that one, which is great.
Wow, that is good.
Now, we've only got one of these left.
What?
I know, we've
Really?
only got one. Yeah, I thought they'd all sold out, but we've managed to find one. This is your beauty brush. You'll be absolutely blown away about the difference that this makes to cleansing your skin. Now, David used his with ink.
I did.
How did you find it?
It worked really well.
There you
it
go.
worked really well. I didn't use it for paint. I didn't use it for anything that was a wet medium. I used it for what I would, I mean, an ink is a wet medium, but I call them my dry mediums.
Yeah, I know
but
what
for
you mean.
blending, a little bit of pastel maybe. You can use it with your oil pastels, your blending inks, all that sort of stuff, your eyeshadows. And it created a wonderful, wonderful blend. So with this, you've got a few different settings.
You have.
I'm going to take that off. So, of course, when you're working on, say if you are going to put maybe a moisturiser onto here or your cleanser, you've got different settings. First one is going to be continuous. Now this doesn't rotate, it ever so slightly oscillates back and forth, but really quick. Then you've got a high setting, and then intermediate. So if you've got an area, a stress point, anything like that, keep it on that. It feels amazing, okay? Your charger port comes with the cable as well. You've got a little port on there, and you just pop it on and charge away.
Love that.
Interchangeable heads. You've got a rubber one as well, which will work really well for massaging.
Yeah, this is lovely for
and you've got your 2
massage.
bristles too.
It's like a massive fruit pastel.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
the
a
colour.
jelly
it is.
plate,
It's
that
lovely.
one.
You've also got an exfoliating head in there. You've got your electrics that come with it. And what's this, David?
So I think this one here, it's a little remote for it.
I thought it was
believe.
a little remote
I think I
too.
might need to put the battery inside it though. I've not
But
put
you've
the
only
battery in for
got
this
one of these left. Now this is a brilliant gift. So cleanse, moisturise, cleanse, then go in with this and do a second cleanse. You'll be absolutely blown away by how much comes off. Honestly, it's one of those. So all of it, Shop Beauty, $19.99. That's a cracking gift for somebody.
It's a
And they'll
wonderful
think you
gift.
spent a small fortune on them as well.
Yes, definitely. I bought a very similar one for my sister at Christmas and she loves it
Yeah,
so much.
I love mine too.
Yeah.
I use it all the time. Right, clay. Let's go back to the clay.
Okay.
David, please.
Okay, so we've got 3 of the colours here for you. You're going to get your white, your terracotta and the black all in one bundle. You're going to get a kilo of each one, okay, so 1,000 grams. This is air drying clay, so you can use it in your moulds, you can use it for embellishments, you can make crockery out of it. Of course, with it being air drying, you want to leave it at least 24 hours really before you do any glazing. Now when you use air drying clay, all of the moisture has to be evaporated from it before you paint it, otherwise you're going to actually lock in that moisture and it'll take much longer to dry. Some people do pop theirs on a baking tray in the oven at a very low temperature and let it dry through. I tend to find that leaving it naturally to dry on its own accord is the best way, because then you will really sort of overrule any cracking happening, okay? You don't want to dry it too fast. I put mine on a wooden chopping board and the wood of the chopping board absorbed moisture out of it. You can put it on some kitchen towel, something like that, or a towel, and it will actually draw moisture out a little bit quicker, okay? But not too fast. You can pigment it, you can of course mix it with paints, all different mediums you can mix into there with it. Use your sprays as well, your ink sprays would be fabulous. Shop Clay though for this one, £14.99, you're saving $14.98, so it's half price today.
Brilliant. Right, Wendy says, Mel, I have a craft room, not a shop. Sorry, I misread it, but you do have an Etsy shop.
Yes, you do. Well done, good
Go
for
and
you
have
as
a look.
well.
Absolutely. Alison Stone said, I got into crafting after suffering from very serious severe postnatal depression. My midwife suggested it, love it, and it keeps me sane. Love all of you. I live in the middle of nowhere, and you are the only people I can interact with other than my husband. Well, then that's a good reason for us to keep doing what we're doing, then, Alison,
Absolutely,
isn't
it
it?
is. Thank you
Good.
for
I'm
joining
glad
us.
we keep you company, because it is.
Yeah.
It can get a bit lonely on your own, can't it? You know, when you
Yeah.
haven't got that interaction with humans. Although some humans I could just quite happily not
Yeah,
interact with. I'm
absolutely.
not
Could
gonna
take or
lie.
leave some of them.
Oh, Doreen Caulfield says the little remote is a skin analyzer.
I was just about to
You
say.
have to download the app for it to work. Doreen.
I was thinking, because of
Good
course I just had a look at
shout.
it here. I think what it does is it gauges your skin type, whether it's an oily or, of course, if you've got dry skin, and you put it into here and it will read it. I did notice as we walked away from it, there was a little app on there, and I was thinking I'm going to research this later on. But thank you so
For
much, Doreen, for letting us
$19.99,
know.
I'll be having that.
Oh, absolutely. Analyse your skin.
I paid a small fortune for mine. Not
Yeah.
funny. Right, where we got mittens.
So we've gone for my
Yeah,
clay.
we've
We're going
gone
to have a
clay.
look at our mittens.
Yes.
This one here for you, of course, has 14 dies inside here. All of your nested shapes of your mitten. Use it as a winter mitten, an oven glove,
Love it.
baking glove. I
I
love the
think
detail
that'd
on
be
the
really,
image.
really cute with as a baking glove, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course, the reflections from Quirky Bird as well. You'll be able to find additional colours, right?
Absolutely.
You can use those, which are already pre-designed, or use your own favourite Minecraft Studio papers that you've printed or made yourself, and you can get a wonderful result with that. You're going to get 14 dies in total with that particular set. It's shop mitten. It's £9.99, and you've got a £10 saving.
I like it as sideways as well, like that, and then you can build your Christmas scene. So if you're a
Oh,
stamper,
yeah.
you can die cut an aperture and then stamp inside your card. Or
That would be nice.
it's really nice. Yeah, it's lovely. I like the idea of the aperture being on the front with detail on it so that the picture continues right the way through. But I do like building a picture inside the card. I think it's a little bit different.
It is, it's special.
Shop Mitten, we'll get you that for $9.99. Now then, this self-adhesive vinyl. Don't forget you can die cut vinyl if you've got a metal shim in your die cutting machine. So if you're one of those lucky people that managed to get your hands on a Pro Cut last week, this is going to be perfect for you. You'll get some that are matte, some that are glossy, and you'll also get some speciality ones. That reminds me of the foil round a strawberry cream in roses.
Oh, it does, doesn't it just?
It's that proper
It's
pop
that
of
proper
blue
metal
red.
chrome though, this one. I
It's
can see the
incredible.
lines
yeah,
through
you
it.
Can. It's fabulous, isn't it? And then you go into soft pinks. Now, contents will vary slightly, but you will get a mixture of all of those speciality
I love the
ones.
smell.
Shop Self, I do too, $24.99.
That smells good.
Reminds me of a Wendy House.
I went out. Do you know what it
Wendy
reminds me
House
of?
one.
It reminds me. It instantly made me think of summer because it reminds me of a beach ball.
Yes. Well, the Wendy House was probably made out of the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why when it gets warm,
Yeah.
you used to sit in your Wendy House absolutely sweltering on a rug that was made out of wool, and you're
It was
like,
like
melted
the
inside,
hottest
right?
greenhouse in the world. My sister's Wendy House was
Yeah.
fab. I used to absolutely love going in there.
with Wendy House.
Do you know what this biggest memory of our Wendy House? Well, I don't remember it because I was so young. My granddad actually made it. It was a wooden one. He made the whole thing from scratch. And my sister and my mum were inside it. And I don't remember a thing of this because I was so little. I must have been about 2 or 3. And as my mum and sister were inside the Wendy House, my sister probably would have been about 5 or 6. And I went up to it, closed it, and put the padlock on and locked them inside it. So I clicked it shut whilst my mum and my sister were inside it. And then they were in there for that long and it was boiling. What reminded me of it because it was so hot is my mum had to always, she said, I'm gonna have to kick the window through to get out, and my sister was screaming and crying like, don't break the windows of my special Wendy House. Anyway, she had to. My granddad did repair it, but I locked them inside it, and then there's just me running down the garden. Mum's got the lawnmower out, everything, and she's thinking, ah.
That's hilarious. I can imagine you
Honestly.
doing that as well.
My mum tells that story all the time, but because now she's got grandchildren and they've
Yes.
got their Wendy House in the
Yes.
garden, it's like, wow, don't put a padlock on the door.
Don't put a padlock on it. That's hilarious. I love that. That's funny. Right, Shop Self will get you 30 sheets of that for $24.99. Now, don't miss out on these pens. How many times do your phone ring or you need, oh, well, just get a pen. Even as crafters, I can never find a good pen.
Can you find a pen in that office?
No.
Unless it's
And I
glued to
keep
your
buying
forehead.
them.
Go on.
Literally, look, it's in my pocket somewhere. Oh, I don't even, oh yeah, have a look. Scratty Biro,
Mints,
Polos,
a USB.
USB. See?
Yeah, random stuff.
20 of these, so you're going to get quite menacing there, don't I? 20 of these.
I know, yeah.
You're going to get 10 blue and 10 black. They have a really lovely nib. These will absolutely work in your universal pen holder, but they're super nice. They're really smooth to work with, and they have that nib that creates that capillary reaction where it draws the ink through, so you can just literally keep going and it won't stop.
Ooh.
Aren't they nice?
They glide.
They do glide.
But also with a pen, sometimes, especially with a ballpoint, you get like blotches of ink
Yep, not with
everywhere.
this.
No, look at that. It's
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
These to draw with, because it glides and it's so soft.
Yep.
That is going to be lovely of an evening.
Fabulous,
Just doing
aren't
your
they?
mandala in.
20 of them for £6.99.
Wow.
£6.99. Are you all right there, up and in that sweetie on camera? We're right next to the microphone. Everyone's going, ooh, what's that going on in my ear now? You'll be able to hear it. No, the microphone's there on the side of the camera.
Can't hear me.
I will watch this back after.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, stamps next. So, shop Moodling. It's going to get you Love and Inspire and that lovely border. Just have a go with this. You have to feel Moodling. You have to feel that
You have to let go.
that breath and just let the pen move. If you can, get the pens and that and just have a go. It's so creative.
You could do it in all of the letters, couldn't
That's
you?
exactly it, yeah. And then you can
definitely.
just do little wiggly lines that come off the letters and little doodles, maybe a little curly Q or a diamond or some dots. It's really, really cool. That stamp, or that set of stamps, £7.49, Shop Moodling. This one, I think, is a great starting point because you've got a few little ideas of just some detail that you can put in there, whether it's little mountains of dots,
Have a look.
whether it's swirls, whether it's little ovals with inside swirly lines,
Oh,
whether it's your
yeah.
pointillism down here, whether it's your dots and your dashes at the top, little lines at the bottom. She's given you some really, really good starting points there. And the quality of these stamps are exceptional. You will not be disappointed with these. They are absolutely fabulous. And you can colour them in if you wish to. I have something like this at the side of the bed that just switches my head off before I go to sleep.
It's that little space you go to. And also, if you're
Yeah.
ever like, I mean, I know I do this and I know a lot of you will at home. If you're ever on the phone and you're sat somewhere,
doodling.
you doodle while you're on the phone. You'll be talking on the phone. It's not that you're distracted, but you're just focusing. And it's that sort of like, you've shut off from everything else around and you're directing with whoever's on
Yeah.
that phone, but you're doing a bit of doodling.
Absolutely.
Put that into your craft.
Yes.
Because honestly, it's mind-blowing. When you start working with it, it's incredibly mindful, it's therapeutic, it's satisfying, it's quite zen, but use your pens with it.
This would be quite nice, you know, stamped on shrink plastic
Oh,
and then shrunk down because you could wear it as a
that
pendant.
would be nice.
Or
Very
a
arty.
brooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you cut down there and around the flowers, that would make quite a nice brooch if you shrunk that down.
Yeah.
We had shrink plastic on earlier on, so check that out as well. I just think they're great, aren't they? Did we do a spin the wheel? Did we not?
You'll have to wait till tonight.
We'll have to do two tonight then.
2 tonight.
That's
Get
the
involved
thing.
tonight.
We'll do two of them. Right, quick recap on these dies because these are cracking prizes. So if you want this one, this is Shop Floral. It's the Two Red Robins, a floral gathering. You've got all sorts on that one piece of metal plate. You've got £10 and a penny saving on this. £4 and 98 pence will get you that little lot. Absolutely worth its weight in gold, that die, because you're going to
Yeah.
use it all the time and it'll work beautifully with a brand new birthday
I'm
collection
so excited for this.
from Two Red Robins.
Yeah.
So am I. So that one is Shop Floral. If you want this one, a small collection with all the little bits and bobs that lie about. If you've got anything like a shed, something like that, these are going to look great just at the bottom of the shed.
Little embellishments.
I know, they're great, aren't they? Shop Small, £5 and 49 pence. And Shop Thistle will get you that one. Well, those three, because you get the small one, the large one, and the matte layer for that. Shop Thistle, £3.99.
$3.99.
I know.
Oh
If you
my
want them
goodness.
amazing, which is going to get you this lovely scene, absolutely gorgeous. And there's artwork that does that, and then there's artwork that you cut out and builds up all the individual layers.
So you can see in there, you've got
that.
the wibbly lines.
Wibbly wobbly lines.
Everything to cut in, create the foundation and the grounded elements, which are really
Beautiful.
important in a collection. It's where you place things.
You've also got Ophelia. Her face is beautiful.
Yes,
Max
she
has
is.
got them just right. He's
Definitely.
absolutely superb at what he does, that guy. Look how beautiful her little
She's like a
face is.
porcelain doll.
She is. And then you've also got Marine Beauty with all your shells and your pearls and your little ferns and foliage in there as well. And your pearls, look how cute they are.
They're nice,
Oh, look
but
at that shell. They're so different,
Ooh,
aren't they?
yeah, they are.
Shop Mermaid, £24.99. You've got a £20.98 saving on that. Right, I will be back with you at 6 o'clock with
6
another
o'clock.
sales show. And then tomorrow I've got 3 hours with Scan and Co. What have you
Ooh.
got tomorrow?
Okay, so tomorrow I've got 2 hours with a brand new Minecraft studio. So excited. 9 a.m. Going to be here for, of course, the launch of that. And then with you throughout the day for lots of other bits and bobs as well. I'll be dipping in and out of shows. And then again, later on at the end of the day, I've got Minecraft studio.
Fabulous. So
Yeah.
it'll be me and you quite a bit tomorrow then.
Absolutely.
Right, have a lovely afternoon and we'll see you back here 6 o'clock. Don't miss out. See you then.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.